guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. Today we are going to be making a Halloween wreath using a Dollar Tree splatter screen. In the drop down box below, I will add a materials list for you. Most everything came from Dollar Tree. The little hat headband came from Michael's, and the ribbon that's 2.5-inch width came from Sam's Club. You will want to remove the knob on your splatter screen, and then you're going to want 6 floral picks from Dollar Tree. And you'll want to choose kind of a variety of textures and put the taller ones in the back. And all of my picks came from Dollar Tree. And if you hear something, it's my little chihuahua. He's here with me. But just kind of fluff your floral picks, and then you're going to want to have a zip tie close by. And just zip tie your bouquet together. Make sure you get it nice and tight. And then you'll want to trim off the extra part of the zip tie that hangs out. I did not trim my floral picks shorter. That's the length that they came, so I just went with that and I ended up liking it. And here I'm just using some floral stem wire to wire my bouquet onto my splatter screen. And this is just 20 gauge floral stem wire. You can use stronger if you want. And I ended up adding 2 wires, one right here and then one a little bit higher up so that my bouquet would not move. And in the end, you could add some felt over the back or a Dollar Tree placemat so that the wreath does not scratch your door. And here I'm just fluffing the floral picks. You could also spray paint your splatter screen if you wanted to. And then this is Dollar Tree 6-inch deco mesh, and I got the black and the purple, and I am cutting it into 20-inch strips. And you'll want some pipe cleaners close by too. So I cut 4 of the purple and 4 of the black. And it doesn't have to be exactly 20 inches, just somewhat, close to 20 inches is fine. And then you're just going to want to take your fingers and you're just going to walk up your deco mesh. And if you wanted to, you could have a clothespin or chip clip close by so that you can hold your little bundle or bouquet, whatever you want to call it, with a chip clip while you're working on your second one, because it is a little bit difficult sometimes to hold. So you might want to, if you're having trouble with your hands, grab a clothespin. But just put your 2 colors together, and then you're going to want to take your pipe cleaner and wrap it around the center tightly and give it a few twists. And I added 2 bundles on the left side and 2 bundles on the right side of this wreath with the deco mesh. If you wanted a fuller wreath, you could add more bundles of your deco mesh if you wanted to, because you have plenty of extra left over. So you're just going to take your pipe cleaner and thread it right through your splatter screen. And the thinner pipe cleaners work best. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get them to go through, but just be patient and then go to the back and give it a few twists and trim off the extra and fold it down. And this is some ribbon that I just got, about a week or 2 ago at Sam's Club. It's actually Christmas ribbon, but I decided to use it on a Halloween wreath. So this is 2.5-inch width with wire. And you're going to want to go back and forth, making your loops the same size on each side, and make sure you keep it pinched tightly in your hand. So just try to get your loops about the same each time. And I did 3 loops on the left, 3 on the right, but a double bow would work perfect too, because the splatter screen's really not that big. If you have any questions, just let me know. I am behind on answering questions. I have been on vacation, so I'm sorry if I have not gotten back to you yet, but I will try to. But if it's something important, ask in this video and I'll try to help you. But just make sure that you let out a tail when you start making your bow, and then make sure you let out a tail when you complete your bow. And you'll want to have some floral stem wire close by. And I usually just cut my tails at a slant. And I need to buy some new scissors. My scissors have gotten dull. But just take your floral stem wire and wrap it around the center of your bow. Make sure you get it nice and tight. So pull it tight and wrap your wire around it. And do not cut your wire off because you're going to use your wire to attach your bow to your splatter screen. Just make sure and fluff your loops. And like I said, a double bow would work great too. I wired my bow just above where I put my zip tie. So I just went a little further up on the stems and added my bow. And so I just went to the back and gave it a few twists and then trimmed off the extra wire and folded it down. And this is how it looks so far. So you could stop right here, but I needed a little something extra because as you can see the splatter screen still. So I went with some Dollar Tree spiders and some Dollar Tree vase filler, and I just hot glued them on. Now I also purchased a black bat, and it's kind of like a rubber material. I added it to the bottom of the splatter screen. I didn't show that on video, but I hot glued it onto the bottom, so that covered a lot of my splatter screen. And then it also had a string, so I also wired it on too because it was a little bit heavy. But I'm just taking, and anywhere that I can see the splatter screen, I'm just adding a little sparkle to it. And you might want to pick up 2 packages of the glitter spiders. They also come in orange. And this is some Dollar Tree tubing, and I picked up the purple and the lime green. And I'm just going back and forth, kind of like making a bow, but I'm not being quite as picky about it. So just try to make the loops about the same size on each side and have some wire close by. And I did trim off my tails shorter. I left them a little long right here, but in the end I trimmed them off. And I made 2 of these bows with the tubing. I made one for the top right and then one, and I placed it under the black and white big bow. Now this little top hat headband came from Michael's, so make sure you use your 40% off coupon. And I didn't want to mess up my headband because I thought I might reuse it, so I just added some wire. On both sides, and then I added a little bit of hot glue to hold it in place. And then I just kind of moved my floral picks around and squeezed it in on the left side, and then I wired it to the back of the splatter screen. But they have other designs too at Michael's, so they have some really cute things in for Halloween. Okay guys, and this is how it looks hanging on my door. I just added a piece of floral stem wire, threaded it through the screen, made a loop, and hung it up on my door. And as you can see, the other bow with tubing is on the top right. I just kind of put it with the loops on one side sticking upward. So that's it guys, it was very simple to make. Let me know if you have any questions. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And thank you guys, all of you that always watch and comment. I really appreciate y'all. And I hope everybody has a wonderful fall. And thank you so much for watching.